Hey everyone, welcome back to Stars TV, your behind-the-scenes look of the NSC Minnesota Stars professional soccer team. I'm your host, Scott Clayson. We're going to show you here today the play-by-play broadcast debut of one of the Stars players in a couple of minutes. But first, here on the campus of the National Sports Center this week, we are in the middle of the Schwann's USA Cup Youth Soccer Tournament. Now, it should come as no surprise that several of the Stars players actually played in this tournament when they were kids. We bring over 900 teams from all over the world, and actually we had some Stars players who traveled to this tournament from different parts of North America when they were growing up. So Stars TV talked to some of the players and they reflected on their experiences when they were here as kids.
You know, I went to the USA Cup when I was younger. I think it was 13 or 14. I played with the El Paso Pride Hotspurs out of Colorado Springs. We ended up losing in the semifinals to South Africa, a team from South Africa. It was a great experience. And we drove up here from Colorado. I think it was 15, 16 hours. My father drove basically the whole time because obviously we were too young to partake. But it was a great experience. We stayed up north about 15 minutes away. And it was just amazing seeing, you know, how many fields they have here and how many people would come out to this event. And I think a team from Brazil ended up winning the finals like 7-1. But it was a great experience.
I came to USA Cup when I was 11 or 12, I believe, and it was the first and only time I played in it, and we actually won it. And it was my first really competitive out-of-state tournament, and it was something that I didn't really expect to be like it was. So many teams, so many fields, so many people. And it was just a great experience for a great first competition, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's such a unique tournament. You know, the first time I was in it was, you know, I was like 11 years old, and we're playing all these teams from different states and different countries. And, you know, the first year it was just amazing. You had no idea what it was going to be like. And next thing you know, you're not just playing against, you know, the local teams around your area. You're playing against the local teams plus all these other teams. And we had a great experience the first time. We hosted a family from Palos Verdes, California. And we ended up, both teams ended up in the final. I think we ended up losing to them, but it was just an amazing experience. We had a great run. And so that, as a kid like that, it's just amazing. You're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And then as you grow up, you know, you start to observe all the things of the tournament, both like, you know, the boys, the girls, the events.
We were, I think, U13, so we were real excited to get up here. We took 2 big white vans to come up here, just made a huge road trip. It was the biggest tournament we'd ever seen, heard of. You know, it was like the big deal. We got up here, wandered around, saw the Puma store, and then made our way onto the Tom Thumb donut stand. And I think we ate Tom Thumb donuts before every game. I think we ended up losing in the quarterfinals of the gold bracket. So all in all, it was a great experience. I mean, there's just so many people here. We went to the dance. I think we were U13, so it was like the youth dance, but it was still amazing.
I will always say that, you know, there's a lot of different ways to get kids excited about soccer, including our pro team. But another one is this tournament. I mean, when it comes around, it just livens up kids and how they approach the game.
One of the most memorable games ever played here at this tournament actually involved Manny. Back when he played for the St. Paul Blackhawks, they were in the Under-19 Boys Championship and played a team from the old Soviet Union, Moscow Spartak, in the Under-19 Boys Championship. And it was a memorable match and would foreshadow the great career that he would eventually have. Now, behind me here, you see we have some games going on in the stadium field, and they're playing all over the National Sports Center complex. We actually webcast games that are played here in the stadium and also over on our exhibition field. And webcasting games from morning, noon, and into the evening, of course, means we need play-by-play broadcasters. And that's when Stars player Neil Hlavaty stepped up to the plate and decided he wanted to make his broadcast debut.
Neil Hlavaty here, NSC Minnesota Stars player, checking in with NSC Stars TV. For today and maybe a couple other days, I'm just doing some play-by-play right now for the V Elite games on U1 and U2. And it's Monday morning, been here since like 7:30 and just trying to stay by the game. I always like to watch soccer no matter what level it is. It's just another chance to get out and watch the game. And well, for my play-by-play experience, the first game I did, I was kind of unprepared. didn't know too many things about the roster, the names. I was scared to say people's names. The first game, I just went with a lot of numbers and kept it simple. But after that second game, I went down on the field. I have a lineup here for both teams coming up in the game. And I kind of just get the formations and the starting lineups from the coaches and ask them if they want me to say anything about their teams. And then I basically just put on the headset here, and when they tell me go, I do my thing. Try to keep it as positive as possible, not be too one-sided. Think I'm looking big? Overall, it's fun and something that I might want to get into later in life. Always, like I said before, want to stay close to the game, so hopefully I can do more of it.
Well, hey, Chris Lidholm and Buzz Lagos, you guys better watch out because it looks like Neil might have a future in this play-by-play thing. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Stars TV. As always, you can find us on the website, nscminnesota.org. I'm your host, Scott Clayson. 89. And of course, Tony Sani. Chris Lidholm, play-by-play broadcaster for Stars. I also just spaced out on his name. His name is Neil.